And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in This Week.
Welcome to This Week with Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Renowned for his medical expertise and astute observations on global affairs, Padma Shri recipient Dr. Parikh joins us to delve into the recent developments shaping our world. Today we'll explore politics, conflicts and cultural milestones. Dr. Parikh, thank you for being with us.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone.
What are your thoughts on the recent assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump? How do you think this incident will impact the overall political climate as we approach the November 2024 elections?
I think this whole incident is unacceptable and it's deplorable because it kind of proving that security is not very at the mark, at the par, and I think it should not have happened. And of course, its implication on the, luckily nothing happened to former President Donald Trump, but no damage, much damage is done, but there is he will get some sympathy about this whole incident, and it can boost his chances of getting elected. And now, as you know, that currently the Republican convention is going on in Milwaukee, and he already selected this vice president choice too, and who is going to get acceptance speech today, probably in the convention. And I think President Trump has 50-50 chances of winning presidency again.
Oh, only 50-50? That's not very promising.
That's I mean, is not sure because election is too far now, and in politics, 3-4 months is too long time to change everything.
And he has a lot of enemies. And
right, he has a lot of enemies.
Yes.
A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people like him, but same number of people don't like him. So, and so we'll see.
Big names, including Elon Musk, have recently endorsed Donald Trump. What influence do you think these endorsements have on public perception and voter turnout for Trump's campaign?
I think endorsement in general does not mean much in long term or on the day of election, but it creates a perception that a lot of richest man of the world is endorsing Donald Trump. And obviously, Musk is endorsing Donald Trump because I think his relation with this current president is not that good, and therefore, and also he's of course he's a entrepreneur and big businessman. So, and Republican administration always presumed to be a pro-business, and therefore I think there is no surprise being a Donald Trump supporting or endorsing Donald Trump. I mean, not Donald. I mean, this Musk is endorsing Donald Trump. But as I say, that endorsement in long run does not mean much.
But that means a lot of money for publicity and the campaigns.
Right.
How do you feel about Trump's vice presidential pick, J.D. Vance? Given J.D. Vance's wife's Indian origin, how do you think this incident might influence the Indian American community support for the Trump-Vance ticket?
Probably, I think it's a plus for a Trump-Vance ticket because, you know, we all Indians are so emotional that even smallest thing excites us, and we kind of rally behind it. Say, for example, when Prime Minister Sunak after being Prime Minister, he did a cow worship, and we all got excited and we thought that he is our man, but actually whole administration was not pro-India.
Right.
So that's the thing. So what I'm saying is, but I think probably he will get more, some more Indian votes, those who are usually vote for Democratic candidate because of his wife is Indian.
But sometimes I feel that these people who have Indian origin, they seem to underplay their ethnicity. Say, for example, Kamala Harris,
Right.
like everybody was celebrating back in India, but she really seems like a woman of color, like
Right.
more African
Yeah, she
American
had-
than
right,
Indian,
right.
or Nikki Haley or Bobby Jindal for
Right.
that matter.
Right. So I agree with you, because even Bobby Jindal, we raised so much money when he ran for governor's race. And after that, what we got feedback from New Orleans area, that even the Indian community who really did a lot of volunteer work for him, he was not kind of kind, his response was not very kind and considerate. You know?
Right. What are your thoughts on the key highlights and messages from the recent Republican National Convention? How do you think the themes presented will resonate with the American public?
I think it's a very pro-business, of course, less taxes, and even President Trump wants to even cut the corporate taxes. So it's really pro-business, and I think it's a very strong immigration, and he wants to kind of close all the loophole. And we know that in his last administration time, he really controlled the borders. And I think he will control the borders, and I think rightfully so, because I mean we welcome all the immigrants, but immigrant has to come with the due process and background check and everything, just as we came.
Absolutely.
Right.
It has to be legal.
Right.
NATO leaders affirmed that Ukraine is on an irreversible path to full membership, though no specific timeline was provided for its entry. How close do you think we are to World War III?
No, I don't think we are close to World War III at all, because everyone knows any world war or widespread war is not in interest of any country. It doesn't matter it's Russia, China, or USA, or any European. So I think that's out of question. Only question is, I think next step in the Ukraine-Russia thing, they should sit down on the table, and the fact is, ground reality is that Ukraine has to give away some their territory to Russia and make the deal in such a way that there is no other aggression on them.
And it cannot be the part of NATO, or should it be?
No, I think they should be. That way, at least they are kind of protected by NATO. In case Russia changes his mind, then I think I believe that it should be part of the NATO. Otherwise, NATO will come very close to the Germany. I mean, Russia comes very close to Germany.
Tensions between Israel and Iran have been escalating, leading to increased military activity. What is your perspective on the current situation in the Middle East, and what role should global powers play in mediating these conflicts to prevent further escalation?
I think we know that Iran and Israel is always at each other, and particularly after this Gaza war, Iran is kind of one who is really orchestrating the whole war in a sense and helping the war. So, but I think they should stop that. And but problem is that Iran has a kind of very stated public standing that Iran wants to destroy Israel, and Israel has also stated a public thing that they want to teach the Iran, so I think both. I think, but nothing will happen. There won't be war between Iran and Israel because USA will prevail, because it's US interest not to have any war in the Middle East, really speaking.
Recently, the European Union unveiled an ambitious plan to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. What similar steps should other countries, including India, consider to address this issue?
I think India is trying to address this issue, and I thing our Prime Minister Modi has declared in public platform that India will attain this thing by 2075. Obviously, India will take a little longer time than European countries because we are developing countries, and we have to rely on what you call cheaper source of the energy, and that's why we are using much more coal than other like nuclear or any other source of the energy. So I think we will do that, but it's catch-22, or it's very complicated thing, because on one hand, if you don't do that, then there's a lot of inflation and all those other economic problems.
Why don't you talk about the Global Physicians Conference that you just returned to this morning?
Yes, I would like to be proud and privileged to say that I'm Vice President of the Global Physician of Indian Origin. About 13 years ago, myself and founding chairman of the Apollo Hospital chain in India, and couple of other colleagues, physicians colleagues, we thought that every country has their own Indian physician association, like in America has API, then England has BAPIO, British Physician of Indian Origin. Same thing, Australia has Indian Physician Association. So, and they are running well, and they are well established association. So we thought that let's make another umbrella organization on top of that to coordinate all this. There are 57 countries which has Indian physicians of Indian origin, physician of Indian origin, who has a small or big, large association. So we wanted to connect all these physicians between themselves. That creates a large platform to do so many good things. Number one, the main goal of our Global Physician of Indian Origin is to teach or educate young physicians about advance in the medicine, which is happening every day. So, and Global Physician of Indian Origin, we do every month 2 Zoom meeting worldwide, and all the physicians of the world, whoever wants to join and learn, they join there, and with the very successful that program. Number two, this kind of platform, what happens is we collect or connect, and we can help our Mother India during any need and calamity, and we help during COVID time, and we really send so much. A lot of from different countries, they send a lot of ventilators and a lot of oxygen, portable oxygens, and other medical supplies and kits, and they went themselves to volunteer. So that's another advantage. And the last advantage is that you will be surprised to know that these are the doctors who train in India and came out. We are not counting my 2 children, those who are doctor, we are not counting them because they are American born and then American trained. But we are talking about Indian trained, those who become a medical doctor in India and then came out. And we are representing right now 1.4 million doctors, Indian doctors of Indian origin in these 57 countries.
Wow.
So this is a great opportunity to network, connect, and educate young generation.
The recent wedding of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant was a grand affair attended by celebrities and politicians. What does this event signify about the cultural and social landscape of India? And how do such high-profile events influence the global perception of Indian society?
I think the Ambani's son, Anant Ambani, right?
Were you following the wedding?
Yes. Anant Ambani and Radhika. Their wedding is really very excellent wedding, out of this world. And Mukesh Ambani and Nita Ambani has showed that how good they can use their money to show our culture.
Right.
I mean, not they are promoting themselves, but they show our culture, show our affluency of Indian culture. And of course, everyone is not there, but in India, the basic thing is every family, whether they are rich, poor, or middle class, they always do their daughter or son's wedding according to their ability.
Absolutely.
But they all put all the cylinders to work to make their wedding always best. So I think it's a great idea, and he publicized it quite a bit. Some people criticize it because why he's flaunting his wealth, but I think it's good for him and his family and his company business to market this way. So when he goes out to negotiation next time in the world, in different countries, people always, that kind of thing creates some respect always.
Absolutely.
So I think what he did is great, and it was a great, enjoyable wedding. And those who went there in person, they enjoyed it, and those who did not go in person, they also enjoyed it.
Yeah, even the Americans were following it, you know, not just Indians living here.
So it's a good thing.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Parikh, for sharing your invaluable insights into these pressing global issues. Before you give out this week's message, I want to remind our viewers that you can follow Dr. Sudhir Parikh on Facebook at Dr. Parikh, and you can also follow him on X on his handle Sudh Parikh.
Dear friends, now it's a really summertime. We all are traveling on vacation, on outdoor things. I think that is a great thing to do, and teach your children how to be more outdoor, enjoy the nature, and be part of the nature. And by doing that, always you feel better, both mentally as well as health-wise. So please do that. Enjoy yourself. Summer is only a couple of months left now. Till then, I think you should enjoy it. So after saying that, we'll see you next time. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.